cut the orange, take this off. Cut it in half. And then cut it again. This is easier to cut it like this, flat down, so it won't get cut. And we're going to put this in the mixer. There's no seats. Break 3 eggs. And we're going to put it inside this bowl on a flat surface. Always break your eggs. Beat the 3 eggs. And we're going to add 3/4 cups of sugar. And mix till it turns off-white color. And when it becomes fluffy, it's going to be ready. Now, because this is a cake, we need to turn on the oven, preheat it to 180 degrees Celsius. Alexa, how much is 160 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
You have to preheat the oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you need to melt 10.5 tablespoons of butter in the microwave. Butter has been melted for 30 seconds in the microwave. Unsalted butter. The butter is cooling off. We're going to transfer the orange paste from the mixer inside the bowl. It smells wonderful. Good. I love it. In orange cake. Now you mix everything with the spatula. Blend it all in. Add the butter after it's cooled off. And we're going to mix, incorporate all these beautiful flavors together for this wonderful Sicilian orange cake. You're gonna love it. It's from Pasta Grammar. It's gotta be good. If you don't feel comfortable using the butter, you could also use olive oil very delicately. Just add the olive oil instead of the butter. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Mix it well. Now we're going to add 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. I'll get the rest later. Here's 2/3 of all-purpose flour. Mix everything in. You should use a strainer before pouring the flour. I missed that part. So you should mix it in well without having any lumps. Add 1 cup of almond flour and mix well. This will thicken up like a nice cake dough. It's already feeling like a nice cake dough. It's gonna be a real nice cake. I usually don't bake that much, but this caught my eye because I am an orange lover. And coming from Eva and Harper, Boston Grammar, is going to be a great, great cake. You're gonna love it. It's fabulous. Now we're gonna use our spring form mold for the cake and make sure it is tightened inside the groove so it will not leak at all. Next step, grab butter and spread it all around the container so it will not stick. Butter up really nicely around the edges. It's easier with a spatula. And after you do that, we are going to add a little flour. This is flour, the all-purpose flour, just a little bit, doesn't have to be that much. That way it won't stick or overcook. The flour helps that out. See, just a little bit. We'll get rid of the excess flour and it should look something like this. Then we are ready to pour our mixture. Pour everything in. It smells so good. It's wonderful. Now, in order to spread it out, you don't press it with the spatula. You just bang it against the table. This is how we spread the medications also in pharmacy. That's what I do. My first job is pharmacy. We spread everything like this. Now this is ready to go in the oven for 30 minutes and we'll check on it later. Stay tuned. 30 minutes are up. I'm going to check with the knife. We need about 5 more minutes. It has to come out clean, not like this. It's too moist. 5 minutes later, we're going to check our cake. This comes out dry, it's ready. Pull it out, stick the knife in. Ta-da! Beautiful clean cut. Now we're going to prepare the glaze. You're going to love it. cut second orange in half. And we are going to use the juice. Strained it. I put it on the strainer, see if you can see it. Strain the juice. Okay, now that we strain a whole orange, we'll put the juice aside. We have the confectionate sugar, the powdered sugar, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons to create a nice glaze. So we're gonna add a little bit of orange juice and mix it in well to create that wonderful glaze to pour over our orange cake. See how it's turning? It's a little dry, that means you gotta add a little bit more, little by little. Little by little. A nice glaze. I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna add some more powdered sugar. I'm gonna add all this. It's about 4 tablespoons. This is gonna melt over the orange cake. It's gonna be fabulous. You see a little dry? You just add a little bit more orange juice. Tiny bit. Pure orange. You can do as much as you want. I just did a little bit here to give you a sample. So I'm gonna pour it over the cake. God. Pour it over the cake. We're gonna pour it over the cake. Like so. And you can make as much as you want. You wanna cover the whole cake and let it run down the sides, you can do so. I'm gonna make a little bit more myself. I want to let it cool off and then I'll cut a piece. Doesn't that look wonderful? I love it. So this is how our Sicilian cake turned out. It's beautiful. I'm going to cut a piece I can show you. Still warm. And look at this beautiful cake. It's still hot. I should have waited a little bit. See? Isn't it beautiful? Smells delicious. It's delicious. Oh my God, I love it. You gotta try this recipe. I'm gonna write to Pasta Grammar and tell them that I make this wonderful cake. I love it. Happy New Year. See how it turned out? This beautiful orange cake. It's wonderful. Look at this. Delicious. It's still hot. I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit. You gotta try it.